Hello everybody and welcome to Tech and Scam News, a news segment here over on SkeletonSyskey, where we go through recent news in the world of tech and in the world of scams. Microsoft announces the end of Skype, at least as we know it. To the side of me is a little article here from Microsoft.com. Let's have a little look at it and see what it's all about. So of course the next chapter, moving from Skype to Microsoft Teams. So according to Microsoft, the way we communicate has evolved significantly over the years. From instant messaging to video calls, technology has continuously transformed how we connect with each other. In order to streamline our free consumer communications offerings so that we can more easily adapt to the customer needs, we will be retiring Skype in May 2025, so that's just a few months away. Of course, it's to focus on Microsoft Teams. I've never used Microsoft Teams. I think it's well, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to look into that. Our modern communications and our collaboration hub. I'm not sure what they mean by that. That's not the kind of hub that I've ever heard of. With Teams, users can access to many of the same core features as they use with Skype, such as one-on-one calls and group calls, messaging and file sharing. Additionally, Teams offers enhanced features like hosting meetings, managing calendars, building and joining communities for free. So I wonder how it's going to change from Skype to Teams. Let me know down in the chat if you've got any ideas or understanding of how Teams work or what's going to happen with the end of Skype and with the beginning of Teams. Let's continue. Hundreds of millions of people already use Teams, not me, as their hub for teamwork, helping them stay connected and engaged at work, school and at home. In the past 2 years, the number of minutes spent in meetings by consumer users of Teams has grown 4 times, reflecting the value of Teams that brings to everyday communication and collaboration. I think it may have become popular after all the lockdowns. As we take the next step with Teams, we're excited about the opportunities ahead. We look forward to continuing to support people's everyday connections, starting making it easier to log into Teams with their Skype account. So if you've got a Skype account, I'm guessing they're just going to migrate you over to a Teams account. So what's next for Skype users? During the transition period, users have a choice. Move to Microsoft Teams for free, so they're not going to charge you, at least at the beginning, I reckon. Over the coming days, we will roll out the ability for Skype users to sign into Teams for free on any supported device using their Skype credentials. I'm guessing they're trying to get people to go onto their Microsoft Copilot PC stuff. Yeah, keep away from that, to be honest. But that's just my own opinion. Starting today with those who are a part of both Teams and Skype Insider programs. What the hell's an Insider program? By logging into Teams with a Skype account, chats and contacts will automatically reappear in the app so that you can quickly pick up where you left off. Right, so they're just going to migrate all the data over, I expect. During the transition period, Teams users can call and chat with Skype users, and Skype users can do the same with Teams users. Okay. This helps ensure that you can stay connected with everyone regardless of the platform you're using during the transition. I'm not sure how long this transition is going to take. Number 2, export your Skype data. If you prefer not to migrate to Teams, you can instead export the data including chats and contacts and call history. May do a video on how to do that. Skype will remain available until May the 5th, 2025, giving users time to explore Teams and decide on the option that works best for them. Then you've got a part here, how to get started on Teams for free. Moving to Teams is simple and doesn't prevent you from continuing to use Skype during the transition period. During the transition period, I think they're going to start charging you. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Here's how to get started. First of all, download Teams on your device. Obviously, you go to Microsoft and download it from there. Then you log in with your Skype credentials. After that, start using Teams with all your Skype chats ready to go. Seems a pretty simple way to just transition from Skype to Teams. But to assist in the transition, they've prepared a step-by-step guide to get started. Okay, well that's good. Now look here, we got changes to Skype paid offerings because some people pay for that stuff. Here they say, moving forward, we will no longer offer paid Skype features to new customers, including Skype credit and subscriptions that allow you to make and receive international or domestic calls. So I'm not sure if Teams are going to be able to do domestic calls or international calls through their system. But it looks like they're stopping it on Skype. That's no good. Current Skype subscription users can continue to use their Skype credits and subscriptions until the end of the next renewal period. I don't know if that's a monthly thing or an annual plan or what. Skype credit users can also continue to use their remaining Skype credit, because otherwise it's theft. After May the 5th, the Skype dial pad will be available to the remaining paid users from the Skype web portal within Teams. Alright, so inside of Teams there's going to be a Skype web portal. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to dial out straight from Teams or what. And of course then they go on to say, thank you for being part of Skype. Skype has an integral part in shaping modern communications, yada yada yada. We are honoured to be part of the journey. Well. I just feel sorry for people who have gotten used to Skype over the years and they're either going to migrate over to Teams or they're going to try and find some other way to make international phone calls. Of course, over here in Britain, we're not blessed with the luxury of using stuff like Google Voice. So let me know what you think about what's going on with Skype and how it's migrating. Don't forget, leave a little comment down below and share any ideas of, if you are using Skype, what you're going to be using next. Meanwhile, let's just cut to a quick commercial break. And we're back. Okay, the next article we got here is from thehindu.com, which is a newspaper in India. A fake call centre in Hydrabad, high-tech city, targets NRIs and US citizens. 63 people have been arrested. The call centre earlier shut down due to low response during the end-of-year holidays. This is from March the 6th, 2025. A total of 63 individuals operating out of a fake call centre in Hyderabad's high-tech city were arrested by the Telangana, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, I think it's Telangana, the Telangana Cyber Security Bureau, the TGCSB, in an operation carried out on the intervening night of Wednesday the 5th of March and Thursday the 6th of March 2025. The individuals, posing as PayPal customer care representatives, primarily targeted non-resident Indians, NRIs, and US citizens, tricking them into fraudulent financial transactions. Now, for those of you who follow my channel, I think you're pretty well aware of the PayPal refund scam and fake purchases on your PayPal routine. There's plenty of videos available. Each employee was asked to make 30 calls in a day. The investigation revealed that the centre was operational since the beginning of 2025. So it's not that long then, it's only been like a couple of months. Each of the employees was asked to make at least 30 calls a day, totalling to over 600 calls a day. And of course the centre operated between 8 PM and 4 AM, so it runs through the night in order to target an American victim. A majority of the accused belong to the northeastern part of the country. That's often what happens. They would get people to travel to the big cities, whether it's Noida, Delhi, Kolkata, luck now, with promises of making a good amount of money through working a call centre job. Often they get tricked, they find out it's a scam, and sometimes they do have to take out loans in order to stay there, and often that is how they are captured by the cities, so to speak. Some of the arrested include a 24-year-old Chandra Mansafini. Apologies with these names if I'm getting them incorrect. I'm not even going to start to pronounce that name. From Nagaland. Now, Nagaland is an area up in the northeast, as it was mentioned before. It's like a mountainous area. Quite a nice place. Sadly, many people end up travelling to the cities from there. The call centre earlier shut down due to low response. The call centre was earlier started near Manipur's N Convention Centre in October 2024. It was shut down to low response from US citizens owing to the end of year holidays, you know, Christmas, New Year, maybe even Thanksgiving, seeing as it started in October 2024. It was made operational again in Patrika Nagar of High Tech City in January. The TGCSB director, the official said that the individuals were first roped in by offering a job in a real call centre here. As I've mentioned before, they often get tricked. However, they were later trained on defrauding citizens posing as PayPal representatives. All of them were given daily targets and willingly participated in the scam. Now, if they're willingly participating, it's no good. The accused lived in a hospital about 4 or 5 kilometres away from the call centre and travelled back and forth via cabs from aggregator platforms. Most of them studied only till senior secondary level. However, they were very conversant in the English language. Now, I'm not sure about the education system over in America, which is what I think they're referring to by a senior secondary level. But over here in Britain, I think we have like a primary school, which leads up to 11-year-old, and then like 11 to 16 or so is the secondary level. I'm thinking the senior secondary level is probably that. The Bureau is collaborating with the Telecom Department as well as US Consulate to identify the victims and ascertain the fraudulent accounts in the US. And then we got a part here with their modus operandi, which is basically how the scam works. The accused, who were employed at Excito Solutions, they used advanced software such as iBeam and Xlite. Xlite, of course, is a VoIP phone, a software phone. Victims were falsely informed that unauthorised transactions had been detected on their PayPal accounts and were directed to a fake fraud prevention team for assistance. Once on the call, the scammers pressurised victims into revealing sensitive bank information under the pretext of a refund. Like I say, if you've seen any of my videos before, we quite often cover this topic. What they do is they often go to a Google Doc, get them to fill out their name, their phone number, their bank details, or all the refund information. In some cases, the victims were convinced to transfer money to so-called safe accounts, only to realise that they've later been scammed. Yeah, there's two main methods they got there. They either enter in the HTML code while the victim isn't able to see, in order to make it look like there's more money in the account than there is, or what they may do sometimes, if the victim has more than one account with the same bank, say a checking account and a savings account, they'll transfer money out of the savings into the checking to make it look like they've received more money than they should have. The operation was allegedly masterminded by Kavan Patel, Rupesh Kumar, alias Jadu or Jadu, from Gujarat. He was running the racket along with his elder brother Vicky, based in Dubai, and their associate named Ajad. These individuals were responsible for obtaining stolen customer data from PayPal and setting up mule bank accounts. That's the thing, once they have your details, they'll be able to set up fake bank accounts, take out loans under your name. But it seems here, the money was then converted into cryptocurrency to make it untraceable. Yes, they often use Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. They try to set up Coinbase accounts using the victim's information. Further investigations revealed that the entire network was controlled by Jadubhai Labai and Rahul alias Pratik, under supervision of the Chandra Mansoani, the managing director of Excito Solutions, who resides in Hydrabad. The scam was orchestrated with the help of team leaders Sadhu James and Praveen, who trained the new recruits in deceptive tactics. These employees were lured into operation through social media platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, with promises of salaries of 30,000 rupee a month. During the police raid, authorities seized 52 mobile phones, 63 laptops and 27 identification cards belonging to Excito Solutions employees. Investigators are currently working to identify additional suspects, including a key recruiter named Justin and the operation's main organiser, Jadubhai. The officials urged individuals to be cautious whilst leasing their properties, as they could be misused by scammers. It's good to see that the authorities in India, the Telangana Cyber Security Bureau, are actually arresting people. Let's just hope that they get convicted, put in jail, and hopefully it's not some kind of showpiece for the media. With that said, if you've liked this video, don't forget to leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. That's all from me. Stay aware, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.